What to do when you are stuck in business. And this is what I'm going to get into because this is the biggest question that I get all the time. Like, I'm stuck. I can't get past the next phase of my business. It's still, growing slightly, but it's not growing fast enough for me to profit enough to actually benefit and do the things that I want to do, hire more people to delegate the things that I don't want to do anymore. Those are all the things that are going through your head when you're trying to grow and scale your business. This is the biggest question we get all the time is like, how do I reach the next level? We're always either starting or we're, on the way to something. So whenever you're trying to get there, the first thing that you need to do to make sure to continue to keep that momentum is stick with the basics. You want to stick with the things that work. Make sure to get out there in front of people that you want to do business with. You want to get out there in front of people that are going to end up transacting business with you. You want to get in front of those people that are out there that are already doing business with people in your area, and they're there to do the same thing you're doing, to network. So you want to get out there and network. Don't be afraid to get out there. Be in the community, get known in your areas. Make sure to travel at every area in the 60-mile radius that you have. Try to join all the Chamber of Commerce areas. And one thing that you need to do is pick up the phone and start making calls every single day. I would say, 50 to 100 calls a day. If you are unsatisfied with your current position in life, if you're still struggling, make sure to pick up the phone, because this is one of the most undersought things that will get you that momentum very, very quickly. In a matter of hours, you can build that momentum, get yourself in front of somebody that actually needs your service, and start securing deals every single day. And then that's whenever you are able to start making more money to delegate the things that you don't want to do, like make cold calls and do the networking and do all the things that you need to do to grow your business. Those things can eventually be delegated, but you have to be the one doing it first. So people that I see that are getting started into business and they're struggling with reaching the next phase, it's normally because they're trying to delegate too much too early on. They're not putting in the work initially that needs to get done to start saving money, delegating things that you don't want to do. You want to be the one doing the networking. You want to be the one out there in the field growing your business, because honestly, there's just no way around it. You want to know the things that you're going to go through the process. So give yourself a good year of hard work, and I promise you it'll be more than worth it. If you haven't already done this, it's probably the reason why you're not getting to the next level. If you're continuously trying to delegate more and more and more, it's going to eventually eat you up. But if you have to delegate, you have to delegate smartly. You don't want to have someone else doing your networking. Maybe you can delegate like the cold calls, because you just cannot do cold calls. We can take care of that for you. But there's also many different resources that you can find to get a cold caller to cold call for you. You can find someone that maybe wants to do cold calls. You can hire them commission only for the first few years, and then eventually pay them salary. But the first thing you want to do is take that next step. If you're not the one learning, then who's going to teach them? Who's going to teach your salesperson that you bring on? We can teach you all the ins and outs, but at the end of the day, you want to be the one out there growing your business in your community, shaking hands with these business owners, putting your face in front of these people that are going to eventually buy from you one day. And if you're doing this work initially, it's going to build up and give you the traction and momentum that you need. Like I said, you just got to keep that going every single day and continuously be consistent with these actions that I just mentioned. And like I said, if you don't want to be the one doing the cold calls, make sure to hit us up. We can do all the cold calls for you. We can do full-time cold calls for your business, 40 hours a week. We will do all your appointment settings, follow-ups. We're going to make sure to get your name out there in front of 4,000 people a month. So I just wanted to throw that out there. But to keep that momentum, make sure you're doing the networking. Go to at least 2 to 3 events a week. If you truly want to 10x, make sure to give your card out. Make sure to come up with a good story that you can share with all these people that you're going to go meet. My story was simply, I'm a very young guy. I was going to college to be an electrical engineer, but I met my wife. We got engaged and had some kids, so we're looking to start something up. And the commercial cleaning business came about, and it's been the best thing that's ever happened to me. And we were able to secure quite a few contracts, pretty big ones and small ones. And now we're a massive business that we ultimately were able to grow on our own from day one. Me and my wife, from cleaning toilets to being able to hire hundreds of different people to represent our business well. This is where we've been able to create, and this is an amazing thing that we've been able to do together. And that's kind of what my story was whenever I would talk about my business and my journey, because people like to hear that, hey, look, this is the owner. He's still out here working. He started from the bottom. He learned all the things that went down with cleaning and everything else, with managing and hiring and firing, and training and all that good stuff. So, you want to be able to automate your whole business. And when you can show people that you can automate a business, and you show face, and you show that you're committed still, they will give you your business. So this is one of the biggest game changers that helped me over the past, was showing that I'm very dedicated to the business, pulling up to every different meeting I can pull up to. I got to know everybody that had a say in any type of business or city organization. That's why I probably have 10 city contracts throughout the DFW area, and we've been able to grow our commercial cleaning business with so many different clients that I initially wasn't able to connect with if I wasn't able to show my face, put people in front of my business. So, we still do our cold calls for our business. I go to, a lot of these walkthroughs, but I do also have Luke and my other 2 team members that will also go to all these walkthroughs for us. We go to about, I would say about 40 a month, 30 to 40 a month. So we all stay pretty busy, and we're trying to literally work with people that we only want to work with. We don't just go out there offering the cheapest prices. If it's a very good contract that's going to be 5-year plus contract, we're going to give them a good deal, but we're going to make sure we secure that contract at a good price. So if you want to learn about what we're doing, we have a lot of different resources that you can learn about exactly how we're getting our contracts, what we're putting in these contracts, and what we're pricing these out as. You can join our school group if you're not already on it, and you can also just hit me up, 972-757-7011. My team and I would be gladly here to assist you with all your pricing help. If you need any type of guidance on how you should structure your business, whether you're doing W-2 employees, there's lots of different things that are coming into play whenever you're growing your business. So we'll be glad to assist you and give you that guidance that you need, probably to give you the reassurance that you're looking for. So if you have any questions about what we're offering, make sure to hit me up. We'll be glad to help you guys. If you're trying to scale and continue to scale, make sure to keep that momentum by just sticking to the basics. Have a great one.